The views expressed in this podcast are the views of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of Zalusa Arts.
All right, just close the eyes. He's here.
Inject it with your energy. We thank you for being alive and all the topics we pick to talk about. May they make us happy and may they make the
Amen.
happy as well.
Amen.
Amen.
Woo, amen. Hey, give her the mic. Let's hear it. I know so much. Yeah.
And also, we're having dinner tonight, Lord. Amen.
We're having dinner tonight. Apparently we're having dinner tonight. So yeah, that's a very beautiful prayer from Kim of Diamonds as she holds her cup of tea. I'm sure like... All right, cool. Yeah. Do you guys like did you guys ever notice that it's only when you're having Malawian meetings where you always start with a word of prayer?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? Like, okay, you ever had meetings with like white people and stuff like that?
And there's never a meeting.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
never prayer to start.
Yeah, OT works with a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
They're just like.
Yeah.
Do you ever start with like?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't even noticed that.
Yeah,
I'm actually realizing this right now because you've said it. But then, okay,
Yeah.
People pray, but only that they don't pray before a formal meeting or at work.
I get what you guys are saying, but I'm sure Congo, I don't go to like a white church, but I'm sure if you go to these white churches,
Yeah.
you'll find that if they're going to a trip.
Okay, I'm not.
But okay.
We need the prayer to be included in the item.
What do you mean with Sinambi?
Fine, then hammer. So yeah, you don't go to church at all, and then what? Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm sure at like white churches, you'll find that guy when they're going on a trip or something, there'll be a prayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because so that's like a church, a church gathering. But I mean, like another, just another type of group, community, meeting, mudzi. Like us guys start with the prayer and tell Zambi.
I feel you.
Yeah. Why is that?
Africans in general and Malawians especially are very spiritual people, you know. So when I like outside of the city, they probably have some sort of ritual that they present before.
Damn, bro.
Before
Ritual.
ritual. Prayer is a ritual. Prayer is a ritual, you know. But
Yeah. It's a small big word.
yeah, it is a routine that they do. It's just that there's a lot of Christian and religious presence. So we feel like
And you know the funniest thing about that is who brought Christianity here?
the white man.
There we go.
Yeah, so like with the ritual thing you just said, like I remember one time at college when I was with the guy, it was like we were passing through
You're going deep when
LT.
you haven't even like introduced the podcast. But
LT,
go on.
LT, would you? Like there was a mass, Catholic lecture theater. When I did like Catholic mass, so someone was just like, do you realize, Goody, what's happening? Because there was like the father. I mean, I got Lubani, the smoke and everything.
Water.
It's a ritual thing where because like we've grown through that type of setting, so most of us are like used to it, and then we don't even take it, like we don't see anything like different. But then with somebody who's just seen it for the first time, that's like some ritualistic type of thing.
And you've seen a bunch of those movies where like some people are being fed like some pill a day just to control the whole, like, so you know how they feed you the Eucharist? And I just started thinking, I said, what if there's some substance in here that's just like keeping you on some sort of level?
Opium of the people.
Yeah, bro. All right. Off of that, that's not the type of podcast where we are.
But there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the podcast.
There's a disclaimer. I hope y'all heard it. No, there was.
You're probably too lit.
Bro.
Like influenced by how lit you were by the last podcast.
Yeah.
That by listening to it, Bas, you were just automatically lit.
That was a different person, man.
Yeah, that was a whole different.
That's why we had to start with a prayer, a word of prayer.
Yeah, like
just so we can chase the demons out. Yeah, Akulu's demons. Okay, all right, let's all right, welcome to the Listen Podcast, finally episode 15. Woo! Yeah. Episode 15 just goes to show that we've been around for 15 weeks, committed, always here. 16 weeks because there's still an unreleased episode 0. never to be released. But yeah, I actually wanted to start off by just, talking a little bit about the podcast. Because I noticed a few things, right? So from like episode 11 till episode 14, we kind of stopped uploading online. I mean, no, not online. We stopped uploading on YouTube. YouTube, yeah. Did that make a difference? I want to hear from people. Do we still need to be on YouTube? Miko is the expert, apparently. So let's hear.
I don't think so. But because everybody, like all the traffic just went towards SoundCloud, and I noticed there was a huge jump on like episode 13, 14, where we got up to like 200 listens. in one
Yeah,
episode.
I also wanted to get into that.
Yeah, I was like, yo, so that means like people have now known that it's, and I've known people who are not even on like Spotify to have the Spotify app just to listen to the podcast and SoundCloud. So yeah.
Your fans are on point.
So like yeah, I think we really don't need YouTube unless your name is typical Ann. But yeah.
Yeah, but then I've had people say I listen to the YouTube one. Why is the YouTube one always late? Because I prefer YouTube. Yeah. But then at the same time, where you said about episode 13, because the jump was like 200 views. That was
crazy. Bro.
That was crazy. I would like to know, like in the comments, if somebody knows.
I was browsing around other countries that had checked it out, and it's crazy.
What happened?
I actually want to go through it one time where we just. Like check out
because I like the content in that episode. I was saying where you were talking about the drunk thing, and then it actually happened the next day after recording the podcast.
Also, yeah.
But then I'm not sure the people listening had that type of information.
They didn't
so
have that in
I don't
mind.
know why was it like.
But
I'd like to know in the comments if anybody knows why that was popping.
Also, honestly, let's talk about how this motherfucking podcast. Oh, hold on. The way that this podcast is prophetic. And look, it's good that we started with a word of prayer.
Yeah.
Word of prayer.
Yeah.
Started with a word of prayer.
Yeah.
It's prophetic.
Yeah. Go on.
And here's why. Look, I came up with a list of like reasons why it's prophetic.
Yeah.
Look.
He's about to spill some tea.
No, look. This is we all know what happened. Where do I start from? Was it the car? The cars, the cars,
the running out of gas,
the running out of gas,
the car again.
So that's like Tanya, Akulu. I did the gas thing. It's crazy, yo. It's just. I don't know, man. I think
that we talked about like when you're in a crisis, and then I'm sure the next episode was somebody was going through some sort of like do I tell people?
Yeah. It's crazy. So like, just watch what you say. It ends up like. Actually creating energy.
Out of the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So yeah, let's get. So okay. So do we think that we should keep going on YouTube? Because yesterday or something, I uploaded a bunch of the missing ones from YouTube. Just because I also know a few people that only fucked with the YouTube issue podcast. So. Yeah,
let's run a poll. Let's ask the fans because like we can really upload like 100 episodes and only getting like 2 listens, or we can convince those 2 people to head up to SoundCloud. So hit us up in the comments. We might run a Twitter poll and see like if you should what platform you prefer and if we should discontinue one of the podcasts. One of them. Hey, yo.
Yeah. No. It makes sense. What is it? Because it makes sense because. Like what Miko was saying, it doesn't make sense if it's just 2 people listening to like the YouTube one, and then like everybody else is on SoundCloud. Maybe it makes sense just to convert because SoundCloud is free as well, and I think the data, the data usage could be like almost similar, even if maybe even less on SoundCloud. So I'm sure like everybody can access SoundCloud as. Yeah.
I noticed like you're talking about how like this makes sense and this doesn't. And even to me, it makes sense to listen to an audio on sound. That just it makes sense. YouTube is for videos. But no one cares. Like I've been in places where you talk about like PDF versus EPUB. EPUB makes sense. It just makes more sense than PDF. But some people just don't the PDF. So you'll probably find people who just YouTube. On their YouTube. That's the only thing that works. So we will still have to cater to those people.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments because I know he has a point too. Because I've seen people that stream music, just literally music from YouTube.
Yeah.
Like just like it doesn't make sense to me as well. But like they'll get in their car, go on YouTube, start streaming music, and I'm like, yo, dude, I had to upload some Spotify for her because I was like, dude, that's a simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, her. Yeah. So another thing that I thought about was how we're doing a lot of admin in this episode, but whatever. Y'all, if y'all been following up, you know we need this. So check this out. We at the beginning we kept asking people to like comment and hit us up, and then some of them do, and then we just looking at them. We don't really. I thought that would like respond on where they like when they hit us up, we respond right then and there. Yeah. Or like if you hit us up on like YouTube, then we hit you back on YouTube. But we just didn't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Or something.
Thank you for.
So.
Thank you for saying that.
But we don't have anyone that's like looking into that. So I told Akulu today that the best way to respond over like going online and like typing back is via here. So they'll get to listen again. So then we're gonna always have a segment or some sort of time
About
where
the
like
comments.
Akulu like checks out the comments and we react to them or whatever.
Yeah, that's
if
dope.
you guys
That's
are cool
dope.
with that, I'm riding.
Dust, can you put like a little breakdown before the and then hear the comments and then we'll talk about it? That'll be dope.
I think it shouldn't have to be like
Just conversation. Just conversation.
It's like, okay, right now,
But that-
hit us up with a comment, and then let's see what's
But then
up.
at the same time, I think it helps. Like if somebody has commented on the podcast, either on SoundCloud, on YouTube, like either one individually, you can reply to say, okay, blah 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 blah.
You guys are trash.
Because
You get-
I've done it before. Like
I also tried in the beginning. But
at one time I just went and then replied to all of the. Yeah,
You guys barely
I replied
reply on
to
the group
everything, and then there was one podcast where I was like commenting. That was me commenting because I wasn't there on the podcast. I was like, blah 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 blah, and then but until today, I'm like there just hanging. No, you guys saw the comment. Just reply because once you reply or you like put a comment and then you get no reply or no recognition, why should you like comment on the another one?
Exactly. Yeah. So, but also, this is a good platform for us to reply because it's easy. It's really easy because I know, like, we're not always looking at the comments or whatever. I know we have other things after this. You guys literally come here, you talk a bunch of shit, and then you leave the work to me and Dust, basically. Because then he's like mixing or whatever he does. I don't know what he does. What does he do? Because he does. Because he comes out here, he hasn't listened to shit, but he's like, yeah, here it is, it's ready. And then now I have to do the uploading. I have to do the uploading, and it's even whack on YouTube because then I have to go to another like item, turn it into a video, and I'm just like, yo, it's a lot of work.
Just the way I look at that is it's your project. So I have Miko doesn't ask me for like, oh, you're not helping with this because it's his project. So yeah, for real, bro. So you just expecting us to do it?
Agul is on fire.
Look, I understand. Look, I understand where you're coming from. You asked for help, cool. I'm down, bro. This is still our project. But in the end, hey, hold on. In the end, it's still your responsibility to like, okay, can you do this?
Or delegate.
Yeah, delegate.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're doing now, which is cool.
You just did what you're telling Akulu to like get through the comments. And you've delegated, like he's gonna do it.
Because I've been like hanging in a corner somewhere in a club, just chilling by a corner on my own, hugging my bottle, and then Akulu's getting all this. Yeah, I love your podcast, Chanchani, you're the shit. And then he's just like, yeah, we just now it's his. You know what I mean? But
in this situation, it's yours.
When there's work to be done, it's just your project. It's your, like he's barely introducing me even. I've been there, and OT is laughing out loud. But OT is the guy that had a loyal fan who was like, I only listen for OT. Like, I don't know about any of you guys.
You know what? Maybe it's because you haven't done this whole, this is your host with the most. Max.
She proper said
in a while. So it's like, they can't recognize you because it's like, they don't remember who's the host. With the most. Mac.
Right, and she proper said, goodie, I say, the rest of you guys could go on mute. I'll just listen to OT. I'm like, what?
Damn.
How's that even possible?
Our host had to step out for a bit.
A host with the most, Ajoka, and left us in the air without. What's the next thing on the list?
I'm trying to look it up. Come on, guys, we're not that boring. Let's
But I like the list. The last item on the list. about the whole like social media thing being contraceptive.
Contraceptive?
Yeah, contraceptive. Like, you know, like where like
contraceptive.
You see how somebody behaves? I don't know. Maybe
should we get into that now? I'm sure he wants to talk about it.
Let him go.
Okay.
All right, go on.
Here's my take. So Mac and I we're driving around a couple weeks ago, and we're like, yo, this is a girl that we saw, but like in person, she looks very, very different. Even her demeanor was different from what she is online. So like you see online, and you're like, yo, and then that makes you decide. Shout out, Tanya's in the house.
Woo! She's gonna jump in real quick.
So like you see somebody online and the way they behave, and you're like, eesh, you know what? I guess I really can't fuck with this person in person. So that stops you from further pursuing that person because of the way they present themselves and the way they behave online. So it's a way of contraceptive.
Okay, I guess if you put it
I understand where that's stemming from anyway. Because as a personalities online can be deceiving at times to say this person you wouldn't imagine you being in the same room with them and then vibing with them based on what you see online. Yeah. But then I understand where you would get that idea. But then I've learned never like judge anybody just based on their social media presence.
But then a contraceptive is what is a contraceptive? It's protection from something. Like it's protection. It's while you're doing it, and then this
is that it?
Isn't that a contraceptive?
Is that what a contraceptive?
What is a
because
contraceptive?
Abstinence is the contraceptive method. So
hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish, but okay. Look, the thing about this topic is it came about by Kim. She's the one that brought it up, so I told her she was gonna come on to like talk about it. So because honestly,
no, nobody likes a guy who says "I told you so," man. I'll go fix up.
So honestly, I told her that look, I have like completely different views and understanding on this, and I know everyone else does, and so I want you to like introduce her proper. So she's gonna do that, but can we do the other stuff? I'm sorry, I left y'all hanging. Yeah, did you guys notice when OT tried to start the topics last week? And then like, and then he was like, so what do you guys watch the Champions League? And cricket,
no, I don't do that.
We should actually have a cricket.
This guy.
We should have a cricket button. Yeah, he's like, do you guys watch Billions? Everyone's like,
no, I had an epiphany when I was listening to that podcast like 2 days ago. I was like, what do I even talk with these guys? Like they don't like we don't share the same interests to say Billions, to say football and soccer. Champions League? Come on, we're going to the finals, man. What the fuck?
We share life. We share life.
Deep human condition. There's a lot of shit that I'm interested in that these guys aren't interested in at all. So,
but then it's never just like.
Yeah, like what?
I read. I play video games.
What do you mean? I read.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying.
Boss, I read.
What else?
So I read is rich.
Now that you're single, and like, what else have you been doing that the rest of us don't do?
No, at least you have that together. You're both single, so.
No, I'm not single.
You're not single.
No,
you didn't tell us.
No, I'm telling you now. Actually, when I told you the story about YouTube and
that was your girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Ooh. Wow. I was say that's we can
claimed it. He claimed it in public.
Pause the drink.
So proud of himself.
Yeah.
So proud.
But yeah, people just say faithful niggas up in here.
Yeah, for real.
Faithful black men up in
We
Zaluso.
ain't about that fuck shit, man.
About what? Faithful black men?
All right. So,
Okay.
all right, guys. Honestly, can we do the bland Aliongo thing, bro? Like, because I've been, and I know OT might have a few other things to say about it, but I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm gonna probably side with OT, maybe. But yeah, let's do it. BT's Aliongo clubbing. What's better?
You didn't do that already?
Nah,
we didn't.
We did the lounge thing. We low-key touched on it,
when
but
you left,
I know. But you're a Blanta insider. Yeah. So let us know, bro. Like, let's sell this city. Because I'm going there on Sunday.
As a
so I wanted to,
B-Town it, boy.
hey, I'm in your city.
B-Town it,
But
boy.
then you're a proper L's.
Maybe it's because in B-Town, like, I don't know what to expect when I'm going out. It's like
Yeah,
more unpredictable than the...
Because you live here.
Yeah, exactly. So I know, like, yeah. So yeah, but then, yeah, I have fun when I'm in Blantyre. Like, the spots
I think it's the
stand-
whole mystery thing, bro. So I think this is extremely subjective. Because
I think this is why people cheat to say.
Well, what? Hold on.
It's the whole mystery thing. That's what you just say.
Okay.
It's the whole mystery thing.
No, bro. I can't cheat actually. So
Hey, I told you, recently single man's been busy, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so check this out. Look, I just think that the only problem with BTs is the locations, the places are too small. That's one for me. Two, I think that you always... Yeah, so I started out my clubbing life in Blantyre, and then I was... Yeah, man. Yeah, see, bro, you see, when we were kids back then...
Started 2014.
When we were kids back then. Yeah, so, and the thing about that is, everyone in the whole city would just agree to meet at the same club, and then it would be too packed,
And then go to this other club.
and then you all move and go to the other club, and then you all move and finally go to the other club. And it's always the same people, week in, week out. There was a time I was going out every single week, and for like 3/4 of the night, I'm just saying hi to the people I said hi to last week. So that for me didn't make sense. Else, I could go out this week, and I can meet a different crowd than the crowd last week. Now it's getting a little whack because we only have living room. So that's why I want to like side with BTs for a bit. Like, that's what I think. Katanya, what are you saying? Gutters, dude, I've been there once. I don't really know much.
It's a better vibe depending on what you want.
it's still an option.
Who are you talking to? What are you saying?
I'm talking to you, boss.
You're not talking to the bike. I think. Okay, like just reference to your lifestyle, Mac. You don't. No, hold on. I'm not.
Okay, I'm gonna sit you down and talk to you about your
I think
lifestyle.
I'm
Yeah.
attacking, but I'm actually gonna put you on here, dude. Yeah, I'm your brother. Hey, calm down. So easy. Easy. So yeah, you're not limited to options of just Friday night. Where am I going? Because you get invited to different spaces, different households. You live like in a venue. You live in a venue where you get to interact with a wide variety of people, expats, Mayo, older people, whatever. So you got that, which I think makes L's just a better option. I don't think you have a lot of that.
I feel like that's diverting from the topic because we're discussing about clubbing, not.
I'm getting there. I think there's not a lot of that in Blantyre because I'm just thinking of the clubs. He's right. Go to different clubs. People go to this clubs.
Okay,
but then there's also what's that place? Dougal's. I don't know if it's still there, but I know that a lot of white people used to go there, and I think that's actually the only place like that in Blantyre. I think.
The one thing I would say about Blantyre is if it's 7:00, you know where to go. There's like 2 lounges I can think about, like Infusion, Kaya Lounge, where you can go. Not club, no nightlife, but it's a lounge. You just have food, you have drinks, bas, you're chilling, waiting for Jan. And then in Els, I can't think of one place where I would go at 7.
Okay, since Agulu bigged me up, remember when he's like bigged? You guys don't remember that? Big League. Oh yeah. Anyway, since he hyped me up a little bit, I think that it makes sense what he's saying. I'm gonna change size now. Nilongwe. Here's the thing. Look, I think that you don't need to go to like a lounge or a club at 7 p.m. I think that's when you do the house thing. Yeah. That's what I think. And I don't see a lot of that happening in BTs, but that's because I don't know a lot of people in BTs anymore. So one thing that I'm also good, and that's why he's like, you meet different people here, is because I can actually interact with those different people because I have a backing. I can be like,
Okay, before you go on.
Yeah, I'm this and that.
Before you go on.
Yeah.
You're saying, Goody, you don't need to go at a lounge at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
That's where you're missing it. It's not about needing to go. It's about having the option if you just want to go. So we don't have that option
That
here
makes a
in
lot of
Lilongwe.
sense. Good point.
They have the options there.
Rock City?
You know, there's places that close.
No, but wait, Kuneko.
Yeah, but Koneko closes at 5.
Closes at 5.
Yeah, Koneko. Yeah,
Boss, there's this place.
it closes at 5. Yes.
No, wait. Area 10. Area 10 cafe. Area 10.
Warm hearts.
Area 10 cafe.
Area 10. If you've been at Area 10 now, it's not even lounge. It's a proper.
It's a bar.
There's another place in Area 10. I just forgot the name. There's Warm Heart.
Epic.
Nah, man. Let's be real. Let's be real.
you mean, bro?
Let's be real. Because Blanta had 15. It closed. That was like that would have been the third one.
Bro.
Huh?
Nothing's closing here.
What do you mean? Cockpit is closed. What do you mean?
Use your words, bro.
Okay, no, I hear you. I'm
so
just
like-
trying to say that, like, look.
And then if we go to the nightlife, no.
Yeah,
that's like
here's the
lounge.
thing. Look, let me just say, Goody, I say, if I don't want to go out at 7 p.m. That's it. I don't want to do the lounge at 7 p.m. and then be out for the rest of the night. I want to chill, relax, go out like 9, 10, ugugu.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
So do you want to go? Do you want to go to living room at 9 o'clock?
Yeah. Why
What?
not? Why not?
Living room at 9?
All right,
One thing I'll give Blanta is that it's not that easy to meet cops.
They're not waiting
Because
outside
they're
the
not
club.
fucking waiting outside the club, bro. That's crazy, man.
But they do roam around the streets.
Yeah, I've heard of people like who meet the cops, and I'm like,
This guy walks in his implant. That's why, bro.
No, but
They're not.
now we actually eco ride. We're in Blanta.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Get him, man, King. Yeah.
But is that still around? Because they had an app.
Yeah,
like
it's
I
still
remember
there.
the.
It's
was
still
an app-
there.
I feel like right now you can't use the app. The cars are just on the rank as a normal
here's
taxi.
The problem is, it's one guy that it's his taxis. And
Exactly.
then he got
It's
an app
just-
for it. It's not for everyone. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So right now, like I'm sure the plan was like Uber.
Yeah.
But then right now it's just cars on the rank
yeah,
where you,
so he
you
just
find
ended
them.
up
They're
buying a
branded
bunch of
with
his own
Eco-Ride.
taxis.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you just use the taxi.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then it's cheaper to like get around in Blanta than Little.
Hell yeah.
everything is like close together.
Yeah, and I like that about Blanta.
Yeah,
Because
why- that's why
you're
Miko
going from
walks.
blues to move on the cyclone, and then it's
That's why Miko walks.
from blues to cyclone.
I genuinely like to walk, but who's walking from Bush to Cyclone, bro? Nah, bro, you're not doing that.
You told it.
Yo, Akul is about to tell a story. Let's hear it.
No,
Let's
nah,
hear it.
you're not telling that
place.
story.
It's not my
Nah,
place.
it's not with this place.
It's not my place.
Yeah, that story's never coming out. Akul,
Okay.
you want to fight?
Nah, bro. I don't.
Whoa. Guys, you see what I was saying? It's prophetic. We said we're not doing fights. We're too grown for fighting. And look at these guys.
I say, if you guys were legit to like get down and then fight here, I would videotape you.
Oh shit! That would be the podcast is playing.
I roll out, you know, with
Now
your
you have to
podcast. So
switch
you start with the video.
Now you have to switch to YouTube. The link is in the bio.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that.
Yeah, but then the problem with that is, you know how Kulu just attacks the person that's next to him? He doesn't care who pissed him off. He's just like attacking whoever's in the premises. So I don't feel safe right now, man. I don't feel safe. But hey, you can't outrun me. You know. Hey, I say, hey, uncle. Anyway, let's talk about something else, man. So all right, let's introduce the next topic. Akulu and I have been. Oh, go ahead. Let's.
I feel like let's introduce the next topic. I'll just survive. Like, you know, just go. Just go. Let's introduce the next topic.
Yeah. Pick the next food for
You know,
us.
dude.
I said, when did you lose your groove?
Let me tell you something.
I said, you used to be like killing this shit.
No
What's
one
up?
noticed
What's
that
up?
until you mentioned that.
Exactly. So
That's
that's why
the problem.
I
Why'd you mention
wanted.
it?
Because I wanted you like get your game up. Step up.
All right, cool. I just wanted us to stop talking about that shit.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
All right, check this out. So, I know I didn't ask y'all niggas how your week has been.
Nah, I don't wanna
and
hear
shit,
yours.
But yeah. So here's us guys, right? We've been at a workshop for the past 5 days. It was class. It was not class like classy, but it was like lectures. It was boring, hella slides, all of that shit. But the food, bruh. The food was dope. It was, at a hotel.
A message to the partners. These guys are just joking. They actually were paying attention and are going to implement whatever you told them. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure like the way he had the mic close to his face, I think the partner's doing your shit. It's just.
We'll see.
Anyway, whatever. Check this out. So there was this one time we had to step out to go get some shit printed. So we kind of ducked to just get some things printed from Stuart. So shout out to Stuart, and then he's like, so you guys you're doing this, you're having a buffet, and then he hammers like he starts giving us tips on like how to hammer a buffet, bro. He's like, I said rice with don't take a lot of rice, mother. Just take, just minimal rice, minimal potatoes. That shit is there to fuck you up. It's there to make you full quickly. So I just wanted to hear it. I thought so you guys, I was like, so there's tips out there for buffets?
This nigga proper, this was like Tuesday, right? This nigga proper, Monday, he hammered, Bunga!
Fuck you, bro.
And I say, after that, I just thought it's good. This guy's plate was just full of meat. I'm like, I said, starch, bro.
It's like,
So we're right.
yeah, but yeah. So what you guys think, man? Like,
And I think that goes to how we eat here in Malawi, where we have proper big ass starch,
Yeah.
and then meat,
protein.
protein,
Protein,
and then so that was you.
so now when you're presented the option, it's like,
it's like it's like it's embedded inside of you, so you still take a lot less of the protein, but then
Which I think which explains a lot about our makeup.
yeah.
How our bodies,
Yeah.
general Malawians, niggas are small, bruh. Malawians are small people.
yeah. Man. We were trying to take a group photo. I was standing next to these people, thinking I'm generally a small guy, and like
I saw the picture. I was like,
I said,
I'm like, I stole it.
I was like, yo, what are you guys eating, bro? But anyway, yeah, man. So Miko, what did you have for lunch?
No, I was actually. Shout out to Ambuya from Sector 2. But I had the greatest Chihuahua.
Chihuahua man.
That's taking a lick of straws.
Sector 2 Joa, I said.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro.
Sector 2 Joa is.
But anyway, I had a thought about the buffet thing. Yeah. So when I was going, I remember when was that 3 episodes ago when I went to my cousin's wedding. They had a buffet, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be classy. I'm not gonna take everything. So while I'm there, I'm looking at I'm hungry. Would have been at the expo the whole day. So I start stacking on my plate.
Yeah.
By the end of that 5 minutes when I'm running down that aisle, I'd what's the word?
Plucked. Taken.
No, you know the word.
I had piled up my plate, I piled up my plate, and it's like, yo, man, I ain't supposed to eat all of this. But I think it's like when you give the option, when you're given the option, it's like you just want to have a bit of everything. That's what that's how life is. But then yesterday, I go to my aunt's house for lunch, and there was ginsima, and I was like, you know what? I actually appreciate this. I get why people eat a lot of sima, because that stuff just, you just feel good. You feel good, and you feel the. In fact, I had some sima just before the.
Which is problematic, because now you're just trying to feel good. You're not really doing what's necessary.
No, but then it energizes you.
Sima makes you lazy, bro.
No, but it energizes you. No,
Sima makes you fall asleep.
Nah, bro, it gives you energy. That's why this. If you go to these ghettos, right? Mama just sima. They eat sima in the morning.
Yeah, but then why are they in the ghetto?
It depends on what type of work you're gonna be doing. Because if you're like a
job.
builder, you need that sima to get you going.
We've been there.
We've been there. That makes sense, but then it's still kind of short term. It's like, let me eat this sima so I can go dig for an hour or 5 hours. But then it's not in the long term.
But that's how most Malawians are living. So it's like they're living very short term, and a lot of people are doing a lot of. A lot of them are farmers. A lot of them are hard labor people. It's not me, but I've got that same work ethic. So I gotta buy the whole thing.
There's this one time where where we were working. Remember when we were working on the installations for Booster? Sand Festival. Yeah. And then we were working overnight, and then we made so someone cooked a big pot of sima, and then in the night as we were working, and then we had a braai and everything, and then once everyone ate. Everyone was down.
In fact,
and then we had an epiphany. We were like, fuck this, see my shit. This shit gets you lazy, bro. Yeah. So this is why I'm people probably say Malawians are lazy. You guys heard that before? This could be it. Maybe we have too much sima.
Yeah. But then they did a study like recently about how
Too
like,
much starch?
Yeah, how like too much enzima is contributing to a lot of like diabetes and stuff. So it's like it is true that Malayans have a lot of enzima and it may be killing us.
Damn.
Yeah, I like to agree and then disagree somewhat because I don't believe Malawians are lazy. Wait. Where?
Go ahead.
That's not attributed to laziness. Because laziness in the way you're thinking about it is just being not working. But then Malawians, if you just like try to go at 5 a.m., try to go Kanengo side, you'll find a whole queue of people going from 25 going Kanengo side, going to work.
I get
so
you.
like we're not lazy in the sense that in the typical sense where people are just sitting down, only that we're lazy in the way we're thinking that we're not thinking about like
We're intellectually
exactly not physically.
I totally get what you're saying. I think people just aren't working smart because you will have people who they're always on the job, but then you meet them, you're like, oh, I got this thing for you to do in the trip. I'm gonna get this done for you.
Yeah.
But then they already have like 9 other niggas waiting, telling those people the same things.
Yeah, so it's like the picture about the guy who's pushing like a block, like a square block.
Yeah.
And there's and then there's another guy who's like chiseling the square block, making it into a wheel, and then who like will lose first in the initial like stages, but then by the time he gets that
He's
block
gonna
into a
overtake the other
circle,
guy.
he's gonna like and then do
Which
it.
is what I wanted to say about the enzima.
Is
Short term.
it about how you roll it into like a bowl?
Nah, enzima, short term, it's gonna fill you up and like you're good to go.
Yeah.
But if you
But our ancestors were built. This country was built on the enzima, bro. We're here because of that.
I'm not saying this is a valid point.
But also, okay, here's
I'm
also
not saying it's a valid point.
here's also what I think. Just to add on to what OT said is like I think we just get paid peanuts, bro. We work hard enough. We're not lazy. But people in Malawi get paid peanuts to the extent that you have a guy, you get him to do some labor work for you for like he's working all day, and then you ask him, how much is this gonna cost? He's like, Katubin. No, actually, he starts with, no, anything you think. I'm like, dude, you've been working all day in the sun.
And you've been working for a while. You know what the rates are. You've been working for years.
You need to tell me your price. What are you worth, motherfucker?
Exactly.
So that
they're intellectually lazy to like actually come up with the price to say this price makes sense for the effort that I've made and then the skills that I've had to employ to like actually come up with the formula and then find a price that makes sense.
Man.
They're lazy to do that, so they'll just get whatever it is you're gonna give them.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, I think it's just it's a scary thing to do as well, to be able to charge somebody a large amount because you're afraid what he might. And I just want to once again big up to Mac.
There as well.
Big up to Mac again, because just today I saw this nigga finesse, haggle prices. So like he charged someone something.
I told you I get hard ones for that shit, bro. Like just like
The
trying to dance and just trying to pitch and shit like that.
It was beautiful shit because I saw it happening. Like this guy charged this amount, the client wants like a tiny ass amount, and I'm like, and I'm actually listening to the client that I think she has some points, and this guy's just talking shit. I'm like, say, come on, man, come on. And then, that's what I thought. And then later on, I saw that it still worked out. So he still managed to get a large amount from what she wanted, and I'm like, God damn,
So like
that actually worked.
You start from the and when you meet in the middle.
You got it.
Thanks, man.
This is why.
This is why.
Do you guys need
what?
Do you guys need a room? Do you guys need a room
To do it. To
Celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing a talk. So if you guys want to learn more about this shit, OT does me about that. Yeah.
I did a talk.
I did a talk. And it's called Nights in the Fire, but Night Around the Fire, even though it's in the morning until like 4.
No, but
I'm not trashing it.
It'll be on
everything.
YouTube because they'll be live streaming it, so they'll be able to,
check
watch it
on
after,
Facebook or something.
after it happens already. So
that's dope.
Check
That's dope.
that out.
So
was in
I'm
the
like
meeting today.
one of the openers where those guys you don't pay attention to.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. It's like one of those guys who are just like filling up like program space.
Kalambula bwalo.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah, you have to start somewhere. True. What?
Yeah, you're gonna move from 9 a.m. You're gonna move from 9 a.m. to 11 to 11 a.m.
Yo, that's where we're on the way up. Yeah, 9 a.m. one time you find me at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Just
Straight up. Closing out the show.
and now our next speaker. Yo.
It's gonna be. He's a little late. Just please hold
yeah.
on.
Oh, shit.
Just wait 1 hour.
Yo,
And before you get
Time
on,
manager.
Matt.
Time manager. He's not even.
I do want uncle on my uncle. As a figure.
He's actually at the venue, Goma. He's just
He's at the back.
actually. I'm not in the mood. Phone.
But see, I turn into a blue tick, man. I'm like,
Attending to a blue tick. Wow, what blue tick is this?
Hey, yo.
All right. So we have like another topic that I just want to talk to you about. Like,
again.
dude, just show up.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Kim, hit us up. Kim.
Okay.
Hey, tell us. I can't hear
You can't hear me?
because the mic can't hear.
Okay. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts on the idea that social media might be one of the new ways of, not new ways, new contraceptives. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because right now, okay, so obviously everyone has a different personality. You have people who love to stay in, and you have people who love to go out there, mingle, and whatever. So what do you guys think about having social media as the new contraceptive? What do you think about that whole idea? I've asked that like 3 times in different ways, in case you didn't catch it.
That's funny.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's true. There's some people like, by the
First of all, Miko, do you ever like know what the word contraceptive means?
Oh, wow.
I know what the word contraceptive.
Oh, you know the word. Okay,
Go
cool.
on then, Miko. Let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Contraceptive. Isn't that like the?
Isn't that like?
It's what, protection?
Yeah,
It's a buffer. It's protection.
Go for it,
It's
man.
it's
Let's
yeah.
hear it.
So like, there was actually a story on Twitter 2 weeks ago about how somebody was like, "Yo, they met this person's boyfriend and like, oh, how do you handle this person's activity online? You know?
Right.
So you may see somebody's activity online and be like, "Eesh, man, the way they behave out here, I can't really fuck with them in person."
Right.
So yes, social media is a contraceptive because the way you behave online, when we meet you, we'll be like, yeah. And in fact, there's a lot of times where you meet somebody and they'll be like, at Money Mac, at Miko World, at Akul. Yeah, you got into some spaces where
At
people
Fools Attacks.
people only know you by your social media handles.
Yeah.
You know, so
True.
they use that, who you are online. That's what they assume you are in person.
And like, imagine getting married to someone whose job is literally being on social media. Like, that's their job 24/7. That means when you're like you're trying to get lovey-dovey, she or he is like, yo, babe, I'm kind of busy right now. So before you know it, it's like you guys are not on the same wavelength anymore because of your job. What you think?
No, I agree. I agree with what like. I agree with what you guys think, and also like shout out to Miko because I didn't see that perspective like coming out, and that's really dope. But I just think that you need to think of social media as like a pool, all right? You know what I mean? Look, here's the thing. There was a
different perspective.
yeah.
The pool
Look,
at the ocean.
exactly. So think about this, right? You have a pond or whatever of like the fish that you talk to on a day-to-day, and then now you're presented with social media where you can literally find anyone you're looking for. So that's like the ocean. That's the ocean, right? That's the ocean. So now you're presented the ocean. That means your numbers, your body count, that's gonna skyrocket because now you have the whole ocean around you. So how's that a contraceptive? I feel like that's now like actually like leading to more babies.
Let's bring in catfishing. Let's bring in the concept of catfishing. You know, anybody can appear to be very attractive on social media. Man, you can sound like the most confident, the most sexiest person ever.
In fact, today
You know?
we're having a conversation where there was some girl who popped up on Theo's Facebook and we all huddled around the computer and we're like, yo, that's definitely a catfish.
You see that?
And there's some certain behaviors that
And
we
then you meet that
So
person.
that's not being social media being contraceptive. Then that's just social media just bringing up something that was already there. Because without social media, then if she's already a catfish, I don't know what that means. But then if you meet her without social media, you already be contracepted, contracepted from it.
But you're not gonna
so
hook
social
up
media is
because
not
it's
like
now
doing
a
anything on that.
contraceptive.
Because
But have you guys seen the show Catfish?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Is it on
I think-
MTV?
yeah, on MTV.
People
So
still
the-
watch MTV, but yeah, go
Oh,
on,
anyway,
go on, go on.
My point is they fall in love with like someone that's been catfishing them on social media, and then eventually
Sometimes it's a guy.
Yeah, and then eventually it's usually a guy or someone that's like overweight or something like that, and then so eventually there's these guys that investigate, and then they get these people to actually meet, right?
Yeah.
And then most times, fine, they'll be like, catfish, I won't fucks with them, and then they end it right there. But then there are times now where it's like, yo,
I like it for who
we
you
had
are.
a good conversation going, we had a good thing going. So that means social media aided that shit. You know what I mean? If there's babies coming out of that means social media played the.
contraceptive then.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
And also, just because some people see you, so just because some people see you online and don't fuck with you doesn't mean like everybody you're meeting is online. You know, so the people you're gonna fuck with, or the people who you're going to sleep with, are the people you're going to meet in person. So social media isn't. It's gonna stop you.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
I agree with Mac on the point that social media can't really be a form of contraceptive because, like, DMs help you talk to people you wouldn't usually go for in public. You get what I mean? Like, or in person.
Right.
Sometimes you're shy, so the persona that you've created on social media, like, gives you the balls or whatever. To, you know, slide into someone's DMs. That's one. Two, like, there's apps like Tinder now. Without that, y'all wouldn't be getting as laid as much. You get what I mean? Like,
But
so
with
what
those-
do you
okay,
mean by
Let me add to
it
that.
being a-
Here's, but
I
let's
think, I
not
think
ignore-
just to keep
Hold
a
on.
put at one point on the other side to say, no, I haven't said anything on
You
this.
have. That's a lie.
No, because the only way I see social media being a contraceptive is if there's not dating, but if there's a girl who's like in your vicinity, you meet sometimes, guys at church, guy, you're in the same neighborhood or something, and then umango mona, and then maybe you guys get that vibe from meeting each other, and then for some reason you find her online, and then the personality that you find online is not the personality from the vibe that you get from her. So that could deter you from like pursuing her to say, okay, maybe this girl is not really like maybe that.
Just posting a boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe it could be boyfriend. It could be just radical ideas or something that put you off. Like, wow, so that could work in a way where it could. But otherwise, social media will help you more than anything to like.
So I guess
get
it
with
comes down
somebody.
to how you use it personally, obviously as a person. But some of the most interesting things is that how we sound so confident from social media, being behind our keyboards. When we finally meet the people that we like, you know, most of us are nothing like what we sound like online. So even though you click on texting and WhatsApp or whatever, when you meet, you're like this. You're all right then, Mike.
Well, when's the
What
mixtape
do you
coming out?
mean?
Mixtape.
But like, yeah, you might be on Tinder, yeah. You finally meet that cute ass person, but then they're nothing like what they portray themselves to be online. So then you end up not doing anything with them. So most people sound confident because it's online. No, I don't think so.
But look,
I-
wait, same thing that, okay, what? I'm gonna let you finish, but
But that's my line.
all right. So same thing that OT said about how you could like, you know, someone's social media presence could deter you from trying to do something with them.
Right.
And what you said about how
Goes there as well.
it kind of goes there as well. But let me talk to you about a young OT back in the days when So look, I've known mans for a minute, you know, and we've had conversations like, look, sometimes this is not now, so hey, moo, don't catch feelings over this. But yeah, anyway, so there was a joke about how with social media, and I think this was like back in the days where you're just this sliding in the DM thing is just, you know, popping up, things like that. OT is up in there, you know, he's there, he's living there, he's already, you know, he's bought a plot, he's buying land. Anyway, so yeah, he told me that, yo, look, you do all the work, because he was like, yo, boss, the new world, Chanchani, you do all the work online, and then when you meet, you're just kind of like crossing the T's and, you know, dotting the I's. You're just adding up like the flavor, but now she already knows everything about you. You don't have to meet. So now when you meet her in person for the first time before social media, Shit, that's hard. That's hard.
You have a lot of work to do. If it's
Yeah,
just-
you have a lot more work to do. Yeah.
True.
I don't like.
So
to
even
do-
if you're trash, even if you're trash like in person, but then
your work
if
is
you've
done
done
over.
like a lot of good work on social media, your trash will like put under
No, but
yeah.
you know what? I like to meet people before I meet them on social media. You know, because you get that out the way and you have something to relate to. But like when you meet,
That's about you and your insecurities, man. But it's okay.
Can we?
You were gonna say something.
I was trying to
Okay,
say,
yeah,
I don't like to put too much of myself on social media.
I've
just
taken over OT space.
just because of that fact.
Yeah.
That like if you present some sort of image on social media and then you can't live up to that in real life, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And also the point of how like somebody's social media persona could be fucked up and that'll stop you from like doing something with them.
Yeah.
I think that's only if you're trying to like date them. You know, because you know
But
that
that's the whole point.
I
But-
can't live with hold on. I
Yeah.
can't live with this drama, right? But then
Yeah.
if she's
But
dope,
even if it's a one night stand,
then
even if
just- I
even
had
if you
like a second,
even if it's just for that, even if it's just for that, but
hear
like
that
some
shit
people
right
still
there?
be drama. Like those certain people, you have one encounter, but still they'll be like a little baggage because of the way they behave on social
but okay,
media.
hold on. If she's dope,
Yeah.
and she's whack on social media,
Yeah.
and then you have a chance. You find yourself in
Okay,
the
yeah,
few
yeah.
ways like,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're gonna.
but
do it.
but then if you end up
But you probably want nah.
But
you're
if you,
gonna,
if you
but
end up dating her, that's something that will like. be
you're
like,
not gonna end up. You're just gonna what? I'm dating now. Like
Sometimes you never know. I say.
On that point, hold on. There is this tendency that tends to happen. Like when you like someone,
Yeah.
certain things are okay up until you're together. For some people, things change. You know, suddenly you don't like the way they post their stuff. If a person posts
Yeah.
bikinis, you're like, oh my God, I don't like how you post bikinis.
Because
Listen,
I-
I was posting bikinis before you.
You're single then.
No, man, that's my job. So that's
That was an ad.
But
you're a
isn't
single
that
then.
trapping someone in a relationship then because you're pretending to be something that you're not? Like you can you know when you're like before when you're vibing or whatever, it's like you're campaigning and
Yeah,
then
but
you
everyone
out
knows
here
about
having
that.
the rallies
Yeah.
and being amazing and then
it's like-
and then now you get voted in. You get what I mean? Now you're in a relationship and then next thing. Dololo. You get what I mean? Or you switch up, or you get what I mean?
Why
Like
should you
guys
switch up,
can
yo?
switch up on you the minute you
People
guys start
change, yo.
dating.
Okay. We have to be realistic and we have to be like mature. And sometimes when you're trying to like convince someone, you are not going to be like your real self. You're going to try to be your best
Yo,
self.
guys, can we
Exactly.
like,
It's not trapping. It's
said,
just
yo.
you're trying to impress somebody.
All right, I want to hear final words because I want to wrap this up, but we need to do this again.
Yeah.
Because this is some interesting shit. This is some fire shit. Yeah. If we had more mics, it'd be hella loud up. in this bitch.
All I need is 2 mics.
All right. Okay. So, do you guys want to do final words? I think I already said my piece.
I
Or my
got
pieces.
final words. I said.
Well, you guys look like you're in a heated like conversation.
Okay, my final words is just watch how you present yourself online because you never know who's watching. You're my hope. The person you want, absolutely. Maybe like, no, fuck this person because of some shit that you talk about.
Let me just
so
say.
just
Carry on.
yeah, so yeah, because of my bullshit, somebody may be like, you know what, Miko,
Okay,
nah,
cool.
fuck you. So I gotta, make sure that whatever I post is consistent, as well as what I post is consistent with how I live. So that when all of that social media is and they end up, hanging out when we're in the same space, they're like, okay, I guess it's
Can I come
all
in
the
though?
same.
I don't
Yeah.
want to go in order.
So what if you're not consistent?
I don't
Because
wanna
what
go
if
in
I'm
order.
a
Life
guy?
is not
That's all
Life is
anybody
not
wants.
consistent.
Consistency.
Okay.
No, not like it's not perfect, but there's regular.
You've started
there's
another topic, bro. All right then.
All I ever asked for was patience.
And somebody.
Patience and pussy. But mostly patience.
That's what he's
Can we
last.
let Tanya do her words?
All right, Tanya, go ahead. Let's hear it.
My
That's jams. Yeah, fuck.
my last words is don't catfish, guys. Use your pictures. Okay, like real pictures. Okay, as much if you were posting filters, also like let us see you once in a while. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so that.
It's a filter.
I'm gonna let you do the math.
I'm just saying, like, you're allowed to be both. You're allowed to use filters. You're allowed to have days where you don't. Like, because we love filters as well. Like, so why should that be? Oh, I'm just saying, like,
Then come meet me.
Yeah, sure, a bit more of ourselves. That's all. So I'm like, gonna post myself without filters more often, based on this chat.
I say keep it real all the time, man. Like if someone's not that whole idea, oh, someone's watching. If they're watching, so what? If they're gonna like you, they better like you for all the reasons that you're at. So your social media also reflects the different levels you're at in life. At some point, maybe you decide to become a hippie. That's gonna reflect in your posts. At some point, maybe you want to become all spiritual. So if someone just likes you because of how you appear, then that's their loss. It is what it is, man. Keep it real on all your social media posts as much as you can.
All right, keep it real, but you still. Nah, no fantasy, but just be your best self. But I just don't wanna see you all the time on social media. Like for real, look, bro. Like your best presentation for me personally is when I actually see you. You know what I mean? So I think like your minimal time should be spent on social media, and most of your time is trying to meet real people. That's it. Like just
I totally agree with what Kim said. Who's listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I totally agree with what Kim said.
Yeah.
This actually brought something that I was actually thinking about. I think the best person you can meet is someone who is like completely outside of your circles. Someone you can't find online. Someone that none of your friends can talk about. For me, that is the perfect person. That's a perfect person for me. Just for me.
But then, we live in such like small communities that like it's you end up like today I found out that somebody that I thought I did not know completely, a bunch of my friends know. So it's
all right, cool. Shit. Woo! Yo, I hope you guys have been listening till this far. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been dope as fuck. It's been like, what words, what adjectives do we have for it? Because
It's been fantastical. It's been amazing.
it's been mactastic.
Phantomamos.
You have to do that.
All right, check it out. Listen Podcast still out here, episode 50 now.
15.
We're still here. ZalusoArts.com, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, maybe YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
it's
anything.
Spotify
Hit us up all the time. We're gonna start responding to a lot of your comments now, so please hit them up. Agulu's gonna check on that, and then we're gonna talk about that. We done? Yeah. Let's be out.
We're out. Woo. Can we go older? I said. Hold on, just for control.
That's all. Like, what's that show where they just talk about relationships?